Hello, welcome back to Auto Pop Culture, and today we're going to be going over my Friday picks of February 22nd. So it's kind of weird that this Friday picks is a little off because it wasn't really great pickings out of this time. Not really much great things kind of came out. There's like some stuff that came out, but which is I have Bliss 4, but it hasn't been a huge compared to this Friday to last Friday. There's been a huge. This is much more of a chill, more of a empty type of Friday. But we're still gonna get into it and tell you some new stuff because there's still some new stuff that released. So let's get into it. So number one is I Guess I Just Feel Like by John Mayer. And John Mayer has always been a thing for me. It's like I can appreciate that he's a great talent. He's a very talented performer, like guitarist. He's all the way around. He's really great in that type of as a musician. I think that he had a lot of controversial stuff in like the beginning, but now that he's laid low for so long and kind of done his own like thing, I kind of like him more now. This song is really good. It's the most vulnerable I've seen of him. That he kind of just like pretty much just had a shitty day and just doesn't like kind of just like throws his hands up and like gives up and just like I just want to just kind of just give up for today and not kind of invest and try harder. Kind of just like let today kind of die and then wait for next and like hopefully that tomorrow will be better. And I feel like it's kind of cool that he's open to let himself feel that way, to kind of write that out because it's just so genuine and I love it. Number two is Don't Be So Hard on Yourself by Alex Lahey. Alex Lahey, oh my god. I came across her, which is kind of a her, but it's more of it's a group, it's a band. But she's the main singer, and she actually is lesbian herself, which is kind of cool. And I think that's kind of cool to have a lead singer that's queer, so that's cool. This song is kind of matches up with the I Guess I Just Feel Like from John Mayer, which is another thing. Is just like she's kind of giving you like a response to it, kind of funny. It's just like she's saying like, "Don't be so hard on yourself. I know It's not my job to tell you that you're." To help you out or anything, but you're being very hard on yourself, kind of thing. And I love that her voice is great. The song is very like genuine and just go straight to the point. Number three is Youngblood, the REC mix by Saint Raymond. I've never heard of Saint Raymond before. I just came across it, and I came across the remix of this song. I haven't heard the original one, but I heard this remix is really good. I love this. I love the sound of this remix, and I think that it's much better. Not much better. I don't really know. I have nothing to compare it to, but it sounds great. So I'm very curious to see if the original one sounds similar to it, or maybe even sounds like much more laid back sound of it. I usually like a lot of RAC's sound, especially the remix. I feel like the remixes are the biggest parts. I don't really care for their regular stuff, but their remixes are just really, really good. Number four is Restless by I.O.U, which is spelled Y-E-O. I came across him when he did a song with Kimbra. He also did a song with I gotta remember her name. Asta. Which is I love her. I think her voice is so heavenly, so great. And so this is him by himself, and I love the sound of it. I feel like it's very simple. The song is like sound and everything is very simple, but it gets to that at each point kind of thing. And I love it. Number five is Old Fashioned by Bruno Major, and this is it's going to be a lot of simple songs through it, but this is another simple song that's just kind of like almost acoustic with a little more with a very low key beat. And I love that I feel like a lot of his songs are very personal and kind of just like open to kind of being like open how he feels about certain things. And I love that this is the second song. This is one of the second songs I came across. He kind of makes it feel like it feels like the songs are very like date like oh, this is what I'm gonna do on your date, or this is what we're gonna do, blah blah blah. Like he seems like he's very romantic in a way, and it's kind of cool. Number 6 is The Promise by Superfruit, and this is funny because I actually came across the music video first on YouTube before I actually found it on Spotify. I love this version. I think that Mitch does a great high notes throughout the time, and I think that it's very much more stripped down in the beginning, and then it kind of gives you more of a modern sound of what it would sound like if it was now. And it sounds great. It reminds me of a very close to, like, without really any claps or anything or any type of, like, that type of sound. It reminds me of It Keeps Getting Better by Betty Who, the one for the Queer Eye. Like, that kind of sound kind of goes with it, and I like it. Number 7 is Blue by S.G. Lewis, which I like this one. This one's one I immediately caught into because I have a huge sucker for like dreamy sounds, very drifty sounds, and I feel like this song gave me that. I don't really know that much about S.G. Lewis, but I do love his smooth kind of sound that he gives you, and dreamy too. Number 8 is I.O.U. by JAGMAC, and JAGMAC is actually a complete recent discovery. Like last week I discovered them, and them as in there's at least 10 of them in there, maybe 8 of that group. It's a lot of them, and from what I gathered, they're siblings in some way, and which is cool because it kind of reminds me of an all-talented like group. And it's just like there's a rapper, there's a singer, there's a female singer, there's a male singer, there's a lot of harmonies and everything, and it's just while that's going, they still stay modern with some trap beats at some times and some hard hitting like synth kind of thing, or it's just great beats and everything. I think I'm interested to get into their album and see what they're like. But so far I love it, and I love seeing a group of a Filipino group kind of making a big, huge splash in the industry. So I think that's really cool. Number 9 is Old Friend by Elderbrook. It's an MK remix though. I personally like this one better than the original Old Friend. I feel like the Old Friend's fun, but I feel like it doesn't really go anywhere. Music sound wise, it's pretty laid back, but I feel like this one gives you more of that sound that you're looking for to give you that next level, which is, I guess, pretty much just what remixes do anyway. But I really like this one better than the other one, but this is a really good one. Number 10 is Got the Love by the Bliss, which is a new group. This group is a collab group actually. So this is DJ Felix Snow, and a pop star is TYSM. I like this song. It's one of those songs that immediately got my attention immediately. Her sound is very. I might have to get used to it because I haven't really gotten to her before, but like her voice gets a little like high pitch at times. Doesn't really hit right in my ear, but the whole sound sonically is really nice, and I feel like maybe you guys can look it up and kind of see if that's true. I'm going to look back and listen to it again, but I feel like there's like a break in the middle, and there's like a light beatboxing and an undertone in it, and I can't really tell if it is or not, but it just like I repeated it and I was like, it sounds like beatboxing, which is kind of cool because when's the last time that somebody dropped a beatbox and tied into now music, you know? So that was a really good one. Number 11 is You and I, which is You and I actually heard a couple of times. You and I by Leon. She is somebody that I actually got into her around I.O.U, which I like that song, and then she really like solidified my like standing for what was the one? Surround Me. I really love that one. I watched the music video first, and then I listened to the actual song. solely, but I love her voice. It has like a light soulfulness to it, and kind of moody, but I still like the sound. And then finally, number 12 is Never Go Back by Dennis Lloyd. Dennis Lloyd has been on and off with me. Like, some days I like him, some days I don't. I feel like he's very, very, very moody, and he doesn't really have much of an upbeat type of sound. Actually, no. Cross that. I'm confusing him with a different person. This other person I think is Dennis Lewis or something. This is Dennis Lloyd is he's somebody I'm still getting into. I only got one song from him. But this one he is a Israeli singer, and I like his sound in this one. I'm curious to see what he does, what his full album is, because I don't really know too much about him. I'm kind of interested to see what his actual sound is. So that's number 12, and that's my top 12 of my Friday picks. Once again, it was kind of a dry Friday, but we still got some highlights like John Mayer and Alex Lahey, and so it's got some good stuff in there. Hopefully next Friday will be much better. Anyway, so that's it. I hope everybody had a good week, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. It's Friday. Hopefully, everybody has a day is going on for the weekend, getting ready to get crazy or relax. If you're I'm sure like the whole restaurant workers have to work now and stuff like that. I've been there. It sucks at times, but you get parts of the weekdays off. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I shall see you guys in the next video.